Hello, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. Oh, do I have a message for you. We're going to talk about the power of words. And what got me thinking about it, I came across The Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. I love this book. Read it several times, always referring to it. But I've seen the words in this book heal people. You know, and what blows me away about it, it's just paper with different slashes of ink on it. That for some reason, when people see this paper with these slashes of ink that we call letters and words, it can change someone's mind to bring healing into them. And then I was thinking about the power of words. I remember in high school, there was this girl that committed suicide because her stepfather said hurtful words to her. What is this power in words that can heal people and can make people take their own life? What is it about sounds and ink on paper that can have such an influence on people's lives? I think about the Bible. Right? Again, it's just paper and ink. And they wrote down, if your child's disrespectful, stone them. And mothers actually did that. Because they said God wrote this. The words. How can words have such an influence on people that it can bring happiness and joy? I think of, like, even look at animals. I think of a dog when you go, oh, you're a good boy, you're a good doggy, and their tail wags and you get that dog smile that makes you so happy. But if you go, bad dog, right, their ears go down and they cower and they whimper. The same with children. I'm so proud of you, good job, right? And they get that smile and that excitement in them, right? You say you're a bad kid, you'll never amount to anything, and they get that little quiver and that just broken heart. The power of words. You know, I've shared the story many times with you guys about the friend I made surfing in Florida that had OCD his whole life into his 40s, and with just the power of words, by the time I left Florida, completely healed. What is in words? Well, what is in ink? You know, it's just slashes. It's different designs that we call letters that somehow gets into our heads that can either make your life or break your life or make someone want to take their life. Words. My friends, I got to read this. Will you guys stay with me for this? It's so powerful. Do I have glasses anywhere? There they are. This is from my favorite author ever, Oscar Wilde, but he's talking about words. He says words, mere words, how terrible they were, how clear and vivid and cruel. One could not escape from them, and yet what a subtle magic there was in them. They seemed to be able to give a plastic form to formless things, and to have a music of their own as sweet as the viol or lute. Mere words. Was there anything so real as words? My friends, that's why it's so important that we find the word written in our heart of hearts, put by the perfect Creator's perfect mind, by His perfect voice, that is true and that is good. I want to go to Ernest Holmes' Science of Mind, because I've seen this book heal so many people. Listen to the introduction here. It says, these lessons are dedicated to that truth which frees man from himself and sets him on the pathway of a new experience, which enables him to see through the mist to the eternal and changeless reality. It's that truth he's talking about, and that changeless reality, that real above all real, that highest truth. The perfect Creator's perfect mind could only come up with perfection and truth, and we want to come back to that. We're only going to find that in here, in your heart of hearts, that book that is written inside of you. Chapter 1 says, To suppose that the creative intelligence of the universe would create man in bondage and leave him bound would be to dishonor the creative power which we call God. The seed of freedom must be planted in the innermost being of man. The divine plan is one of freedom. Bondage is not God ordained. Freedom is the birthright of every living soul, and all instinctively feel this. The truth points to freedom. We do well to listen to this inner voice, for it tells us of a life wonderful in its scope, of a love beyond our fondest dreams, and of a freedom which the soul craves. As the love of God is perfect, so the law of God also is perfect. And I want to talk about that love that we find inside. And it's all about going inside. Ernest Holmes says that man contacts the mind of God at the center of his own being. It is useless to seek elsewhere. You're not going to find God in any books, any church, any synagogues, any temples. It's worthless to look anywhere else. You're going to have to go inside to find the true voice of God, the real above all real. The highest God and the innermost God is one. That God inside of you and that ultimate God is one God. Through the medium of mind, man unifies with the universe in contacts of power that can do anything for him that he is able to conceive. Oh, beautiful. And let's listen to what he says about this love that is inside of us. The love of the all-good God is within me and through me. That love goes out to meet all who come into my atmosphere. It radiates to all and is flowing through all. My love within me is perfect. Thy love within me is perfect. Greater than fear is love. Love dissolves all fear, casts out all doubt, and sets the captives free. Love, like the river of life, flows through me, refreshes me with its eternal blessings. Love cannot be afraid. It is fearless and strong and is mighty in its works. It can accomplish all things through the inner light of that faith in the all good. Faith in the all good God, not the mixed gods, not the gods that love and hate, peace and war. Right? This is the all good spirit. It's pure. And my wonderful long-time followers know exactly what I'm talking about there. It can accomplish all things through this inner light of that faith in the all-good God, which fills my very being with a powerful presence. Love casts out all fear. Love is a pure love. And here the science of mind, it's taking us to that true, that real that is in us, that is just good. And I love that. My friends, we restore God's image. We've been lied to about who He is, that He hates, wars, kills, men, women, and children, bloody sacrifice. Those aren't good things. So we can't listen to the words and read the words and hear the words of the outside world. You want to find that truth, that real, that freedom that will set you free. It's in your heart of hearts and you know it. It's just good. My friends, I think of Marcus Aurelius. He said, let's stop arguing about what good is and who good is, but let's just be good. We know instinctively what it is if we'll go in. We know what love is. Will you do it? Will you listen to the word above all words? Will you find that real above all real, that highest truth, that all good God? Are you willing to set down your religion for God good, for the truth? Truth is the only way, and that truth lives inside of you and is you. That good God you're looking for is inside of you and is you. Asha is, love is, peace is, God good is, truth is. Let's stop arguing about it and just be it. I love, love, love you.